Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion. Your host, the Hut. Welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. And hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So as you know, recording this before the trading deadline, and there have been a lot of trades today and last night, big trades. A lot of the big relieves are off the board. But in this video, we're going to talk about Anthony Volpe, who's probably going to remain shortstop for the Yankees after the trading deadline. I don't know what the Yankees are going to wind up doing. I'm hearing David Bednar. But the Yankees have a problem with Anthony Volpe. He's a guy that was considered a very good prospect in the minor leagues, and he has completely sort of not turned out the way people thought. His defense isn't great. I think he's a little nervous. I think a lot of it's in his head. You know it bothers his family that the Yankee fans boo him, don't like the way he's been playing. Just due to the fact that there was this big fight at Citi Field with a Met fan goofing on Anthony, and his father was sitting behind him, and it didn't work out well. I mean, the father wanted to punch the guy out. You know, that's a bit much. And hopefully they talked to Anthony and his father. Said, look, you can't. First of all, I think it's you shouldn't be doing that. And I did a video on it. If you're the parent of a player, when you get to this level and you're acting like that, it means it's gotten to a point where and Anthony's talking about it. So it must be bothering him. So already we know, just based off of this stuff is bothering Anthony. He's complaining about it because his father is defending him. So, but New York Mets legend and New York Yankees former pitcher, David Cone, who's a broadcaster with the Yankees, he also does ESPN, has a lot of interesting things to say about Anthony. I will mention this, is that David, he's a smart guy. I wish he was doing the Met games, to be honest with you. So he's that good as a broadcaster. But there was something he said on the broadcast a couple of days ago, a week ago, saying the reason the Mets had a good attendance at the ballpark is because the Dodgers showed up, because big teams come in. He doesn't understand that the Met fans now love the Mets and are encouraged to go to the ballpark by the ownership and the way the ball club is played. I don't think he quite understands that. He's not there. He doesn't know. But it seems that David had something interesting to say about Anthony. I don't think, again, he understands that Anthony Volpe is a young player, okay? He's not Trey Turner, and he's not Francisco Lindor. He's not a player that has been around very long. He's been around, this is his third full season in the major leagues. The first year was good. Last 2 years, not so good. And this year's been a struggle defensively, offensively, all across the board. I will mention he did hit a home run in, I guess, the ninth inning last night against the Rays, and which he had a big moment. And I think he believed he scored the winning run last night as well, or scored a winning run the other day. But this is from Awful Announcing. David Cone wants Yankees fans to give Anthony Volpe a standing ovation. Okay. But here's the thing, Dave, Tony, is that he hasn't done it yet. We don't know what kind of player he is yet. Yankee fans don't know. He doesn't know. So there's no brand here. This is not like Lindor. This is not like Trey Turner. Anthony Volpe has continued his high-profile struggles as Yankee shortstop, and David Cone thinks he just needs some encouragement. Oh, that's what the front office is for, and that's what the coaching's for, not the fans. He has to do this on a regular basis for a long time. New York Yankees shortstop Anthony Volpe is struggling mightily in the field. But Yankees legend and current Yes Network and analyst David Cone might just have the solution. Volpe has committed a mind-boggling string of errors recently that has led to an overwhelming negative reaction from the fans. The stress has even gotten to Yankees manager Aaron Boone, who had it out on a recent John Boy podcast, reacting to the negativity amongst fans and the media. And I also would mention, I had done a video where his father had a meltdown in the stands at Citi Field because a Met fan was getting on his case. And this is a situation that, quite frankly, is coming to a head. And it doesn't look like the Yankees is going to bring a shortstop, but they probably should. So in Cone's mind, all Volpe and the Yankees need is a little bit of the power of positive thinking. He suggests that instead of booing Volpe, Yankee fans should give him a standing ovation instead to show their support and encouragement, and encourage the embattled shortstop. Now, I would mention, You get to the major leagues, you got to deal with a lot of stuff. Now, but these players, they fly through the minor league system. They fly through college. They fly through high school. They get up here, and it gets to be a little prickly. They don't know how to handle it. Quote, I keep thinking about the Philadelphia Phillies fans last year who gave a struggling Trey Turner a standing ovation, and it was spurred on by a super fan for the Phillies. You know what? I'll make that suggestion too. Maybe the Yankees fans should give Volpe a standing ovation, try to get him going, because he's your shortstop. And as you said, Michael, there's nothing else there. There's nothing else there right now. What else you gonna do? Got no choice. Got to cheer him. But here's the difference, okay? Trey Turner had been an all-star with the Nationals. Francisco Lindor has been a player in the majors for almost 10 years. Over 10 years now. Volpe hasn't done it. He's not on the level of those guys. That ovation in Philadelphia happened for Turner in August of 23 and did help him break out of a slump. A short documentary about the movement to support Turner even won an Emmy. Unfortunately for David Cohn and Anthony Volpe, that request for a standing ovation looked like it was going to get even more difficult Wednesday night. Volpe committed yet another error when he short-hopped to throw to first base, committing his league-leading 16th error of the season thus far. Oh boy. Sure, they booed the hell out of him. I mean, amazingly enough. But then, as fate would have it, let me see. I'm skipping around. Stupid computer. Volpe committed. Yeah, okay, talk about that. Sorry. But then, as fate would have it, Yankees fans were cheering Volpe later in the night when he hit the game-tying home run in the bottom of the ninth. Amazingly, they would go on to win in the 11th inning, even after one of the biggest boneheaded plays this season from Austin Wells. You see that? He lost count of the outs. Dope. And this guy's a catcher. This guy's a catcher. He made a base run. Made a base running mistake. Dope. Had to adjust the camera, by the way. After Volpe's heroics. Stupid. It's not like Anthony Volpe is in horrible company with the errors he's committed so far this season. Ellie De La Cruz is second in base while Manny Machado is third. Volpe isn't the threat that those players are at the plate with his .216 average, but that home run was his 16th of the season. At this rate, with his error and home run totals both rising, maybe Volpe can be Major League Baseball's version of Jameson Winston. Time will tell if New York fans think that's worth applauding. I mean, really. He has to play much better, and he doesn't have a brand. Nobody knows what he's going to be. Nobody knows. Nobody knows at this rate. He's not Trey Turner. He's not Francisco Lindor, for that matter. Coney's just, again, Coney and the Yankees are desperate. They don't know what to do. They're trying every which way to take the pressure off of this young player, and he's not performing well. Obviously, it's bothering the hell out of him with his family because the family's getting it's getting back to them. So it's a big problem. It's a big problem for the Yankees, especially moving forward, and next year as well. What are they gonna do? What you gonna do, brother? When you have to deal with all that pressure, I don't know. I don't know. Well, you let me know what you think about this video, and of course, please subscribe to Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.